Welcome to the Monster Hunter Podcast Show. It's episode 131 for the 8th of November 2014. Hi everybody, welcome to the Monster Hunter Podcast Show. We are finally back, like the Backstreet Boys. I am Christian from Teamwork Cast. And with me are three exciting hunters. I am actually not in the game, so I will be the voice of reason from the outside, and I will introduce to you the excellent hunters. Cheering right in front of me is Shepard.
Hello.
How are you doing, Shepard?
I'm doing amazing. It's like I've just started a brand new life.
A brand new life started for Shepard. That's excellent. Excellent. We also have Cthulhu on board here.
Yes, and my life has been consumed. Like 280 hours consumed by Monster Hunter 4G, so...
And you are a person who actually has a kid, a child.
Yes.
Who raised a child. So, you know, you are no strangers to your life being consumed.
Most definitely not.
But yes, and we also have excellent Omnitoad waving his hand like he just doesn't care.
My life has also been consumed by Monster Hunter and Binding of Isaac.
The new one.
Stuff. Yeah,
it's
so good.
When did it came out? I haven't noticed. That's amazing.
Tuesday.
4 days ago.
Yep.
Ooh, excited. So today we are not playing Binding of Isaac. We are playing Monster Hunter for you. What is for G? I guess it's G. It's G.
4G 4GU, buddy. Okay.
We are playing Monster Hunter G Spot.
Yeah, get that G spot.
Yeah, so
Gotta eat.
I'm the only one who hasn't got the Japanese 3DS, so I'm not with you guys. What is Shepard or Cthulhu? What is the plan today? What are you going to fight now?
So first up, we have Zamtrios subspecies, which is Tiger Stripe. People who have seen foreplay has probably seen Zamtrios before. He's Blubberbutt, as he's actually affectionately known amongst a lot of people. And the subspecies is quite a bit different. Same physical design, but it's not the same fight. It's always interesting to see how they change some of these subspecies up, and this is, I think, one of my favorite changes on subspecies.
Yeah, he stays fat for a very long time.
That game comes with a lot of subspecies, I heard.
Yes.
Just about a subspecies for everything.
I'm trying to
awesome.
trying to think. Is there? I'm really, I guess, like no drome subspecies, but anything bigger than a drome has a subspecies that I can think of.
Anything that's not an elder dragon for the most part.
Yeah, and even like for some of the elder dragons, I mean, you've got
you get something.
You got some for some of them, so not to spoil things for people. I try not to break all the things before it comes out, but
yeah, we're gonna try and stick to mostly non-spoiler related monsters for this one. So things that have already been shown off either in demos or at the very least have been in most promotional material for the game so far.
Yeah. And
but we obviously want to talk about the game because this is the game that will actually come out in the West, right?
Yes.
But it will take a couple of months still, right?
Yeah, we're thinking probably late March, early April is going to make the most sense for us to see it out here.
Yeah, that's kind of what's expected, especially since we haven't gotten any firmer dates yet. It's still, the closer it comes to January, the less likely it's going to show up in February, so...
My biggest question is, because the game has some added features with the new 3DS, when we'll be receiving that in the West.
Oh,
That's
man.
kind of an interesting thought.
That's probably going to be a while.
Well, Europe will definitely get the new 3DS.
Well, you can import from Australia.
That's also
Is that in the Euro zone?
Yeah,
Will that count?
the
Can
Australian.
it plays Euro games in the Australia version?
Yeah, it's a PAL region 3DS. But there, Iwata actually had a statement recently where he's talking about how the Western market for 3DS sales hasn't begun to shrink yet, so they really have no need or desire to release a new hardware system in it yet.
gotta milk that cow.
Yeah, so, if I personally don't expect us to see the new 3DS till maybe next holiday season.
What?
But, yeah.
No,
Wow.
that's crazy. You cray.
I know, I know you might think it's
Heresy.
cray, but, money talks, and Nintendo's all about the money right now, so...
Money. Nintendo is about all those printing money things.
Well, they did
But-
say some things about region locking. I mean, not to be taken too seriously, I don't think.
Yeah,
But maybe in the future.
Yeah, they
Because
talk-
I mean, it was mostly done, I think, because at that time there was such a disparity between the dollar and the yen, but it's almost reached a closer level of parity now, I
Yeah.
guess, right?
yeah,
But
that came up also. He's like, they're looking at, in the future, no more region locking, which would be amazing. I would take that.
Yep.
guys, it's getting a 3DS has gotten the decision of getting a 3DS is as easy as it ever was. Because if you aren't already like on board with Monster Hunter, has been recently announced that there's going to be Majora's Mask remix.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. God, what beautiful music.
Oh man,
That
game
I'm
is
so
so
looking
creepy.
forward to this. I never played it. I played it very quickly, just to get a hang of it, but never played through all the way through.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just played, they obviously a lot of people played through Ocarina of Time, but only played like a tiny bit of Majora's Mask or didn't play it at all. And I feel like it's gonna be really good to, have whoever
Yeah.
didn't play it before have this one.
Yeah, I heard lots of great things. Like the general concept of that game is so amazing. Like this time
is.
warp thing. It's incredible. I'm really looking forward to that one as well. So yeah, there's lots of good stuff coming out on that little tiny console there.
Well,
Oh, guys, you did it!
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
you need to go
so
see
I-
Mommy Celeste.
I'm not familiar with this guy. Can you actually pop his bubble?
No.
You can knock him out of the
We
mode,
did it earlier.
but for the most part, he will deflate himself or shoot a giant water beam and stuff.
So there's water in that bubble.
Yeah, he when you do enough damage to him, make him flinch enough, he deflates, and if you're near him when he deflates, it actually knocks you back. And then he's back into his normal mode. But the subspecies version, he reinflates himself so fast, just as part of his attack pattern.
Yeah.
So
he's an interesting take on the Zamtrios because it's kind of like the ultimate way where you deal with him as a non-inflated for very small periods of time.
And he doesn't have like a corresponding sort of frozen state.
Right. He technically has para on one. When he's big bloated, he'll sometimes shoot out paraballs, but
he does it when he's not bloated too. He shoots out kind of like how the other one spews ice every now and then.
yeah,
But then he has that really big para attack when he's bloated.
yeah.
Was it going to be the Hermitor
Yep.
next?
One of the Hermitors.
Hermitors. Oh, nice.
If
nice.
anyone
I
has
like the
the
Hermitors.
dual Hermitor one, I'd prefer that one. But
Right.
otherwise, we can do the Plum.
Well, I just want to show off. I'll show off a heavy bowgun next. I think that'll make sense.
Do they bowguns work somewhat differently than in previous games?
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit more in the quest, but I mean, essentially, the biggest difference is the addition of a wyvern fire shot that's automatically given to you when you're using a heavy bowgun with the limiter taken off, and it's got a huge upside there in the sense that you can kind of just switch back and forth between firing with wyvern fire, firing just your normal shot that's in there. And so it's like it makes it so that you always have a close range option that does a really good amount of damage.
Oh, that's really nice. I like that. I'm generally like asking from my perspective. I think most of our listeners at this point actually haven't never played Monster Hunter 4. So because I think like few people actually go all the way and port like a Japanese 3DS just to play a game that they might not be able to read like, all the labels. So for example, we have a question from Dinky Master who asks. What do you think about the bug stuff? Is it strong? Is it fun to use? What are your general impressions, especially like for this new version?
So
Cthulhu's an expert on that. Let's have him.
Yeah, you can respond.
My guild card for anyone who's watched the streams will know. I have over 1,000 quests now. Over 800 of them are with insect staff.
So you're an expert on this topic.
A lot of people will come into the stream and watch it and be like, "Oh, wow, you're really good with the insect staff." And I'm like, "Well, I should be. I've used it for like 200 hours. I'd really feel really bad if I wasn't." But it's one of the top tier mobility weapons in the game currently. There are other ones that are like slightly better at evasion, things like that. The bug staff has a lot of utility in terrain movement. A lot of verticality movement. Attack speed is mediocre until you start getting your buffs with your bugs. And then the buff combinations will allow you to do faster attack sequences, get minor things like that, and then you become better and better. It's a very good support weapon, especially with the ride mechanics in the game.
Bring bombs.
Bring bombs? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then it's just a very... I don't know. It's obviously my favorite new weapon.
It is? Like, you're really dedicated.
Right. I'm dedicated. Like, I fell in love with it in 4 and been continuing with it in now. So...
Does it feel as dynamic as it looks when you watch people play?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've had... the last couple days, I've actually had some really ham moments, as it gets referred to on the streams, where I just become one with the staff, and you'll just see me like literally like leaping into a monster, doing a combo when I hit the ground, dashing to the side as it's swinging around me, and I'm going back into a combo, and then it leaps back, and then I'm leaping back on top of it, doing my aerial attack, getting a ride after that, and everything. So there's a very fluid movement to it, and it's a lot of fun.
That's good to hear. So I guess once I get into this game, then I have to pick something else, right?
Yeah, you can do your insect staff. I might yell at you.
I definitely will try all the weapons.
I might yell at you occasionally if you steal my ride from me, but that's to be expected. I yell at everyone for stealing rides from me.
That's horrible. Yeah. Like no respect, right?
It's like that's my job. It's my weapon.
And I like stealing them with when I'm using great sword. Sometimes I'll steal the rides.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's even better to steal it with heavy bowguns.
Yeah.
Anecdotally, heavy bowgun rides are the best rides.
I feel very shameful when heavy bowguns steal my rides. But it's an interesting weapon. It's a lot of fun. Like, out of the new weapons, it's my favorite. Charge axes, I need more practice with it. I think it's a good weapon, but I have not spent nearly as much time with it as our amphibious friend over there, Toad. So he could speak more to that weapon than I can.
Mm-hmm. So, Mr. Toad, what is your impression on the Charge Axe?
Well, in 4, Charge Axe was kind of a mediocre weapon. And they did some changes to it in this one. Oh, it's sleeping. Alright.
Yeah, Hermitaur is not having a good day right now.
Oh, no, he's not. And
what kind of skull is he wearing?
Monoblus. Oh, no, Hermitaur, please.
Monoblus.
Alright, there was another Hermitaur there. Alright, I'm gonna do one of the big... Oh, no!
Sorry.
Oh.
Why?
I did that thing.
Why, Shepard? Why?
I'm gonna KO it. I'm gonna KO it anyway. There. Well, Charge Blade got a new. Got a new buff mode thing where you can load up the files into your shield or the axe, and you're kind of in this new You're in this new mode where you have certain different axe mode attacks. And your axe mode attacks are 20% more damaging.
That's cool. So you can like switch into different modes?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's like just having a buff, like kind of having like a demon mode on dual swords, or having your spirit gauges on long swords, kind of just new you know.
So how does it generally feel like? Do you feel like it's like a light, agile weapon, or more like a heavy hitter?
Oh,
like
it's dead. No, it's a heavy hitter, definitely. It's
okay,
dead.
okay.
As you can see.
Yeah,
it's dead.
Hermitars aren't known for their massive hit point pools, and this is a dual Hermitar quest, so it kind of...
Yeah. But this weapon's definitely... I mean, you could use it in different ways. Like, it can be a really heavy hitter, because, like I said with the new Axe Mode buff, you have this new attack where it's like you use up all your files at once in this really big slam explosion thing.
Nice, I like this.
And it not only uses up all your files, but also gets rid of the buff. So it uses up everything, basically. But if you hit the head with it, you're basically guaranteed a KO. And other than that, it just does a ton of damage. And it's just really good. Plus the 20% boost while you're in that buff mode. So it's just overall a really powerful attack.
What would you say are the disadvantages of the weapon? What is the difficult thing that especially for a newcomer coming in? Like what's the thing that took you like that caused you a lot of trouble using this weapon?
I'd say when you're in axe mode, the attacks have a lot of recovery. So like you can't just go throwing out those attacks in a very dangerous situation because you'll get punished for it.
But in the other mode, it feels more like a sword and shield, right?
A little bit. It's a little bit slower, but it definitely has the speed and power. I would say, kind of between a sword and shield and I don't know, something
like longsword-ish.
Yeah, longsword-ish speed. Yeah.
The biggest thing is that the attack speed is about the same as a sword and shield. It just doesn't have the combo potential that the sword and shield has, and so. And that's one of the sword and shield's greatest things is it's a super fast weapon with really long combos you can go with.
And the neat thing also is that your evades. Oh, it's sleeping.
Ooh.
No more.
I'll be there at some point.
I got one more. Oh no! Oh, something woke him up. I think it was the Genprey.
Yeah, Genprey.
Do you guys even know if real bugs sleep?
I
mean crabs.
I don't know.
Do they have eyelids?
What did bugs dream of if they do sleep?
Of electronic sheep.
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. So has
use the
anybody
sword and shield a little bit. Oh,
yeah. So that's what I was wondering because they kind of nerfed some, or at least changed some of the combos there, right?
They made them better from 4. And that 4 had this kind of awkward sort of hopping attack.
Yeah.
That I wasn't a huge fan of.
Oh, it's gonna get KO'd.
And that's been replaced with just like a very fast forward rushing attack. So before it used to be difficult to get a lot of forward. Oops, I thought you'd already knocked him down.
I got the ride off anyways.
Oh, I got it off anyways. Very good.
This crab is having a bad time today.
You know, it used to be very difficult for people to get a handle on the sword and shield because you need to always have a ton of forward momentum. And so by adding that kind of as a default attack, it's going to be very intuitive for people to be constantly moving towards and attacking the monster. Because Sword and Shield's never been an inferior weapon, it's just been difficult for people to kind of get that momentum down where they're always getting enough hits off. That and the damage is always... I feel like it's been consistently getting better for like the last several games in the series.
Wow,
and
guys,
it's at a
you
really
are
good
on the
place
roll.
If one of you want to have your camera on me, I'll show off the Super Slam Charge X move really quick. I'll just aim it towards this guy. All right, so this is the new super. This is the new Super Charge X Slam.
Sweet.
And the end of it has a little shockwave, and the shockwave goes farther depending on how many files you used.
Yep.
Yep. So there we go.
Oh, I'm not kidding. So you Shepard, you said that the Sword and Shield is getting better by each.
Yeah, it feels like the damage was increased a little bit, and just it has more utility in terms of being able to move forward and move faster.
It used to be like kind of like this very agile but very light hitting kind of like a newcomer weapon because it's very easy to get off combos with it.
Yep.
Yeah, it just used to be hard for people with using it when they got used to fighting like the real big monsters, because in the beginning you don't have enough elemental.
Yeah.
And that's where they really shine the most.
And also in 3U, the elemental, apparently I've read different sources, a lot of people said that it had an inherent 30%, like, it was only 30% of what it actually showed or whatever. like something where the elemental attack, you weren't actually getting what it said. In 3U, but in this one they changed that back to normal, and also it has a new back hop attack, where mid combo you hold back and press A, and you'll do like a little back hop and charge up, and you could do that to either combo from that, or just back hop and get away.
Yeah, the back hop is an interesting new addition.
Yeah. Plus, and from changing from 4 to 4G, they made it so when you charge up the back hop all the way, you could still combo off of that, because in 4, if you charge it up all the way, you jump forward and do like a hop in the air, and you'd hit.
Yep.
It wouldn't be an air attack or anything, but it would just be like big hit. But then you'd have to roll away or something. In this one, you could actually combo from that big hit. So it's a little bit stronger.
All right. The next one we have is the Battle of the Flagships.
The Battle of the Flagships?
Yep.
Are you going to battle with ships?
No, it's a quest with the new flagship for 4G.
What is the flagship for the 4G?
Seregios is the name that is being used. Also known as Mr. Pinecone or Steve. And then we'll have a Rathalos as well, the original flagship.
Yay!
So.
Rathalos!
I thought it was gonna be like Gormagala versus.
No, not both for flagships, but you know.
Do they even have a quest like that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they should.
It'll be interesting.
They should have like
anything's possible with the
Gormagala, Shigaru, Steve, Extreme Steve.
Yep.
Extreme Steve.
We'll save the extreme fight for another episode.
Yeah, we're trying to reduce too many.
We got to spread it out a little bit. If we do it all in one episode, then we don't need
mention it.
We don't need to. Yeah, we don't
need
need to do any more episodes.
We blow our load.
I'm just gonna get a couple more flash bombs because.
Because why not? You don't have to rationalize.
Bombs are always good too.
Shepard, you don't have to rationalize. You can flash bomb all the time.
Can I sleep bomb all the time?
Yeah.
Because that's what I really want.
Sure.
You can, because I'm here.
Just
I have the sleep weapon.
Just make sure that you keep stock on your fish. Don't run out.
Oh yeah.
Fish, my world for a fish.
All right. So this is the flagship fight now. So it is Rathalos.
Yep, Rathalos, and we'll have a Rathalos and a Seregios.
It's Seregios.
Are they just simultaneously or just one show up after the other?
I think they're both out, but I don't remember where they spawn at. So
do we already have the name for those monsters? The real translated names?
So those aren't the official names yet. Those are the names that Seregios is the name that the the basically translated wikis that are being done by.
No, we have the official name of him. It was announced at Comic-Con.
Okay. So Seregios is official. We've got other ones that
because the actual translated name is Seregiosu.
Yeah.
Seregios.
Yeah.
That sounds very Japanese.
So then it became Seregios.
Shepard, you were at Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about Comic-Con? How did it that well? There was a panel there.
Capcom had an amazing booth, and I'm happy I got to see their booth. Aside from that, Comic-Cons in general kind of just make me sad.
Why is that?
They just mostly seem to be about selling merchandise.
Oh.
That's it.
He wanted to go there and play board games.
There was no, I'm used to cons where you can kind of go, sit down, play games with people, or sit down and play board games with people, or, look at art and stuff like that. And it was not a lot of that there. It was kind of unfortunate.
So it felt very commercial for you.
Well, I guess let's just leave him there for a little bit.
What is this guy doing? He's just sleeping. Caught bad sleeping.
He's not sleeping now. Oh, wow.
Oh, no!
Nice. Good job, Rathalos.
That was so rude.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Rathalos says that's for fighting Rathian.
That's for eating my wife.
Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, that's great.
But the Capcom booth was really great. I mean, they had a really nice demo. They had a multiplayer demo and a single-player demo. They had all sorts of neat merch and pins and things that they were giving out. Seems like there's a ton of Monster Hunter 4 pins that I don't know if they're still selling them on the store or not, but kind of neat stuff.
But there was like a panel of the guys from Capcom telling about Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah, there was.
Right?
Yep, and
yeah.
they talked, kind of about the changes. So they did talk about extreme modes and how you're going to need to get these stones to purify the monsters. And they announced, I think that was when they announced the Mega Man feline costume.
Yep.
Oh man, that's so sweet.
Yeah, no, very very good, very exciting, all around. I mean, really, I mean, and this isn't as a fanboy or anything at all. One of the best booths at New York Comic Con. Thank God for that. You riding again?
So this guy is Steve. That's the Steve guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Pinecone.
The Pinecone.
Yeah, he's got an interesting status ability that he'll do to you. He'll make you start bleeding.
Bleeding, so that's a new status, right?
Yep. Yeah, you can only it's only affected on hunters. You can't do it to monsters yet. Although that'd be kind of neat.
Inspired by Dark Souls.
Yeah.
A little similar. I mean, you steadily lose life. I think, is that right?
So when you get the effect, you will lose life as you run around or attack, and so you can eat some meat to get rid of it. Or you can crouch down and kind of stay crouched for a little while in order to fix it as well. And you can move around while you're crouched down, but that's kind of slow, whatnot, and you're not gonna lose health as long as you're moving crouched. But
is it dead?
Yep, it's dead. So one thing,
is this a 3-star or 2-star?
You guys are on the roll
2-star.
today.
One thing I do want to point out is a lot of people give Monster Hunter 3U heck for being easy. This is still, these are G2 quests. The new ranking goes from G1 to G3, and then you do a 3-tier crown system. So this is
crown system.
Right. So you'll start out as like a bronze crown, and then you'll go to silver crown and then gold crown.
So wait a minute. So you are the crown, or the monsters are the crown?
You get a crown. Like next to your name, there will be a nice little crown and everything.
Okay. Wow, you get a crown.
Yep.
Nice.
So these quests are all still very early on in the G rankings. Toad, Shepard, and I are all basically in stuff that is designed for towards the end of G rank. So these monsters are not too much of a hassle. The true difficulty comes with extreme monsters in your crown rankings, which are very, very difficult fights. We still cart to them regularly.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically getting one shot.
Yeah,
sleeping
because right now you guys are owning bones. Like this is you're winning the game.
Yeah, and so don't take what you're seeing right now as the chance.
Sleeping.
As the difficulty of the game.
Taking it as we're completely awesome.
Right.
I mean, of course, I'm not here. Nick is not here, so obviously you guys are like. There's no reason for you guys to lose.
That was so good.
that was a pretty sweet jump there.
So good. Upswing attacks. New to Monster Hunter 4G
That's the ultimate
as well.
Shepard attack.
And
born only from a sleep bombing. You launch him into the air for a downward stab.
And we may have to show off
so
like
good.
one of the easier extreme monsters. That's like a common type, just to kind of show the difference. Because we're chewing through these quests super fast. I mean, we've got one more quest from our scheduled playlist, and we're only half an hour in. So
wait, we should do that. We should do that 140 quest that you have.
Oh yeah, we can do that one too. That will be fun. We'll do that one. That'll show off. That will be a good case of how difficult things can get.
Yeah.
As well, without being extreme monsters. Like it's a quest that is actually just difficult, and the monster's not even extreme. It's a lot of fun.
Extreme. I'm sorry, I had to interject here.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Just so people, little tidbits on the extreme state. You've probably seen the virus monsters from 4. Extreme is that, but they get stronger, harder, they get super armor, and they hit like Mack trucks. I mean,
stronger, harder, make it better.
Everything bounces. ESP doesn't work. So purple sharpness in ESP is just nothing to them.
So we have a question here from This Is My Account, guys. And his question is, I have a question. How come your bug staff, Cthulhu, occasionally makes a sharpening noise as the blade gets a shiny reflectiveness on it?
Alright, so that is a trait specific to Seregios' weapons.
Uh-huh.
They
have like a special ability, right?
Right, so they don't get an element type. They get this special ability as a Blade Master. You will it's about four to five dodges. You will sharpen very minor amounts. It's something like on like this the insect staff I'm using now. It's like 26 rolls to go from green sharpness back up to its full sharpness level. So it's a lot of rolling. It's not something that's going to replace your whetstones, but it is something that will assist you in not having to use them quite as often. So for the gunners for light bowgun, heavy bowgun, they get the ability to reload a single shot when they sidestep.
Is that a skill that you can like level up, or is that something that's like inherent to the weapon?
It's inherent to the weapons. It is not a weapons. It's not an armor skill. Instead of having an element, these weapons have that effect.
Oh, okay. So do you know what the effect is called?
I don't know what it's translated as. When you look at the weapons, though, it's pretty obvious. The sharpness bar has a yellow background around it and a little mini whetstone, so you kind of know exactly.
I like it. It's kind of like, especially like when you want to keep agile, keep like just dodging, and
right.
You know, don't want to stop and like sharpen your weapon. It's just you can. It's like taps right into whatever you're doing.
Right.
Anyways,
it's really great for great swords because they're constantly doing like a single hit and then evading, single hit evading. So they're redoing their max sharpness all the time.
That seems great. I'm actually excited.
This isn't the one I thought we were doing.
Do you need a cool drink?
Yeah.
It was the last one from the list.
I saw you run around.
Shepherd.
A little bit. I saw you running around like in panic for a little bit.
So
Shepherd, I'm cringing right now so hard.
So which one do we want to take down first?
Well, the worst part is there's no excuse.
No excuse.
Yeah.
Literally no excuse.
I didn't even know what we were doing.
Bold goose. No excuse.
So which one first?
Bracky?
All right, we can do Bracky first. I'm already with Bracky.
On my way. Oh, wait.
So this quest is returning featurette of 3U monsters. Really.
Woo! Oh man.
You'll get to see some of Bracky's new attacks, and some of his new traits probably. Bracky has changed only slightly. He's still Bracky, but he got added a few things that make him a little more frightening than what he used to be.
Still love his music. So
yeah.
Good.
Oh. Ah. Oh, also, one thing I forgot to mention with the Steve weapons. There's the sleep. So the bow guns, when you evade, reloads a shot. Bows.
Do it now.
Yep.
Do it now.
Bows have
do it.
a effect where their close range coatings work like normal close range coatings, as well as having the effects of power files or power coatings. So it's a nice little interesting bonus for the Seregios bow.
Well, he's just now getting angry.
Yeah, he's basically been tripped up.
God.
Hopefully he'll show off his little.
There's no help.
His little speed demon mode. I'm trying to let him get a little bit of reason to run
Why
around.
are you helping him?
Here, I'll help disable the Stygian.
No.
He doesn't want you doing anything.
Ooh, this is going to be tough, guys.
Yep.
Thanks, Christian.
I'm rooting for the monsters.
I would
always
too.
punching the Stygian.
I'm going to hold the Stygian as long as I can for you guys.
Oh, so many explosions, guys. What is
I gotta let it go.
what is the alt for the
Oh god, he just did so much damage to me. Oh no.
Ow.
I just did a lot of damage to the Stygian, just because.
Ooh. This is a lot of things going on right now.
Hopefully one of them will get tired.
Angry monsters. Everybody's
God.
like suddenly
Another ride?
concentrated.
The rides never stop.
I had a ride on Bracky, then I rode Stygian for a bit. Now I'm riding Bracky again.
Yeah, you've got it easy. You're invincible while you're doing all that stuff.
I know that Bracky was trying to punch
I'm just gonna
too.
leave you guys on the ground. I'm just gonna sit up here, let the rides take as long
Sorry,
as
we
possible.
have shields. We have shields.
Your ivory monster tower.
Yep. I mean that's just like the support aspect of the insect glaive, though. You know, like especially when you get like two monsters in an area, you can kind of use it to keep one tied down, so it's not going all over the place anymore without having to like dung them out of the areas. And like now, if I go back to the Stygian, I could probably get a ride off here shortly, if not right away. Because I'm using my broken ride set.
Ooh,
see,
no,
there we go.
Cthulhu! Disappoint.
Yep, disappoints.
Well, you went out blazing.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's only gonna get worse.
Here comes the double cart.
All right,
Hold on.
there's going to be butt clenching going on right now. The Monster Hunter hasn't changed, and the Monster Hunter podcast hasn't changed either.
It's not. The more things change, the more things
You
stay
came
the
here
same.
for the butt clenching, and you're getting what you
Roll it again.
paid for. I guess you haven't paid for anything.
Or maybe they have. You
They
never
paid
know.
with their devotion.
Yep. They paid with their
Whoa!
sanity.
No!
Oh man,
The clinch is real. The
some
clinch
close
is real.
calls there, guys.
It's all right. I can max potion since someone died.
Omnitoad. Oh, there we go. Ooh.
As soon as you walk in.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Get wrecked,
Oh,
son.
Cthulhu. You should have stayed home.
I should have stayed home. Leave me
I'm
alone.
gonna try to put this guy to sleep.
Oh, no. Don't even... whatever. Fine, I'll leave.
Oh, my God.
The chat right now saying is like, I think most people are really interested in insect staff. Interestingly, not so much interested in the X.
It's so good.
It's a really... So, the axe is a really interesting... I find it interesting because it's a weird weapon in that it acts more kind of like a axe mode of switch axe with sword and shield, but then it's really one of its primary roles is as a KO weapon for like hammer. Like the switch axe has most definitely a much higher alpha KO threshold.
Alpha KO threshold.
Right.
Ooh.
So like if you only have like
Ooh.
a few seconds window to get attacks in, like you hit the charge axe burst and it's gonna get that KO in there really fast. So it's kind of an interesting mesh of weapons and utilities.
But Cthulhu, come on, like, does it have a tiny insect embedded into it?
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think so, right? Right.
It doesn't.
And
It
everybody
doesn't,
wants to
it
have
doesn't
like, a
get to
tiny
leap
insect.
around the entire arena like a wild man and have giant spinny staff attacks and.
I would say like the tiny insect buddy, and everybody has to know that spider, bro.
Yep.
That spider that hangs out somewhere.
Sleep. No sleep.
So it's, oh man, wow, guys, you're stabilizing here. I'm proud of you.
We're,
Once it's just one monster, we're fine.
So one
Yeah.
thing I'm noticing in chat is talking about the ride thing. Couple things for people to note here. I am rocking the top tier ride skill, so I get rides probably in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 times more common than if you don't have the skill at all.
Oh, there's like a special skill associated
right.
with riders.
Yep, and so it's a really good skill with Insect Glaive. And the fact that there is, like all statuses, monsters become more resistant to ride the more times you inflict it on them. So, eventually it gets to the point where
sleeping.
Just...
Oh no, I might wake it up. Okay, no,
No.
good.
Caught my base slipping.
Yeah. So eventually monsters will essentially be virtually immune to Ride. It's just, I have a skill that makes it so much easier because it's the way this set is built.
That didn't go exactly as...
Huh.
And it's dead.
So how does that? I mean, again, I haven't played 4 even. So how, can you reiterate for people who still haven't played, as me, haven't played 4? How does riding work? Is that like a status?
So it functions as you do the jump attacks on monsters have a chance to inflict a ride essentially. Typically that is done by a damage threshold. For most weapons it takes like 3 or 4, between like 3 to 5 jump attacks to initiate the ride sequence. The skill I have makes it to where I'm getting it typically in 1 or 2 hits. And then any of the hunters can inflict the jump threshold.
But how do you initiate it? Is there like a button or like a combo?
No, so whenever you do a aerial attack on a monster, if it reaches the threshold, you automatically go into the ride condition.
All right. So you kind of have to have like an aerial attack. You have to jump on the monster.
Right, jump attack via like the staff leap attack. Lance has a charge jump they can do. You can, go over ledges and do jump attacks. Like if I were to come over here and like roll off this ledge and attack, I get an attack by going off this like little hop on the ground. So every weapon can end up getting a jump attack in one way or another.
He's slipping away again.
Yep. And so...
Oh man, that monster.
Yep. And then once the ride sequence is initiated, it's basically a mini game of when the monster's thrashing, hold on by pressing R. When it's calm, you damage
Wait a second, guys. Did Bracky always used to dig like that?
No.
Yeah.
That's new to this one. Or 4.
No, yes.
He's
So
dug the
is it
change
new
zones
or is-
before.
Yeah, in 4, but yeah. Not
No, he did in 3
Not
too.
in-
Oh, really?
Not in 3
Yeah.
Ultimate. I don't remember him
I was
doing it.
pretty
in
sure-
the
I
It
don't
Ultimate.
was
remember it either.
only a handful of zone transitions, but he would dig on a couple zone lines.
All right, let me get
It's just
this.
very bizarre seeing him do it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can climb up walls with his fists, too.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this. We can be dead right now.
Are you at 5?
Yeah.
Oh!
That did it.
That's why
Oh,
that's why
man.
everyone should use Charge Blade.
That was amazing.
Wyvern Fire's better.
I think that attack is probably the strongest attack in the game.
Wow,
The
When
5.
when you have all 5, yeah, I think so.
that's amazing. It's really
I mean,
powerful.
outside of a.
I think the
great
overall
sword.
hits might even, all the hits combined might be stronger than the Great Sword hit, but separate, as far as a get up attack, the level 3 charge is better. But
Yeah, because it's one solid big
yeah,
hit
the one
instead
solid
of-
hit. But then again, this can KO things right out of being put to sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's the new flavor of sleep bombing is getting the 4 of those weapons together and all
Oh, yeah.
simultaneously.
Yeah.
Christian has to see the
Lady.
Kelby, or not Kelby,
The Kieran.
video.
Giraffe video.
What about it? What Kieran video?
It's a
No, there's
it's,
just a new sleep bombing tactic involving his specific charge blade.
yeah.
Because this one has sleep on it and it has KO files, so 4 people with this versus a Kieran.
Oh man, poor thing, probably sleeping all the time, right?
Sleeping and knocked out all the time.
Oh man, that's cruelty.
So next up is I'm going to switch out of the ride set for this one because the ride set would make this quest a little bit ridiculously easy. Is one of the easiest monsters, one of your introductory monsters, Velocidrome.
Yay!
Should I use?
He's
Maxed
back.
out. This is the most difficult Velocidrome in the game.
So this is the biggest dwarf.
Yeah, essentially.
The biggest door.
I will do.
Oh, there
my
we go.
normal
This
set.
guy put it in the chat. He put the Kieran video. in the chat.
Nice. Nice.
In case you want to watch it silently.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna save it for
A later date.
for a lonely moment.
When you need some cheering up, you know. Just watch that video.
And so this.
I like Kieran.
Oh, it's rare.
Yeah, it's rare right now. So this specifically is so their, I guess, official terming the quest series is you have village, then you have meeting hall, and then this is a guild quest, which is rewarded from doing free hunts in your offline woods. Every time you kill a monster, they have a list that they pull from that will generate you a guild quest, and this is a guild quest. And so the map is randomized. This case it's a rare one, so we'll have a treasure area where we can grab special loot. And then the monster itself, every time you complete the quest normally, it will level up to a maximum of 140. Which is what this quest is at right now.
So you finish the quest, and then you get another quest, which is the same monster that's leveled up.
Right,
It's
the same quest. So when I first got this quest, it was level 87. And then each time I completed it, it'd go up. It went up like 3 levels at a time till about like 120, and then it started going up 1 level at a time, and the monster just gets more difficult and more difficult.
And it never goes away.
Right, and so because every time you get these guild quests, you can have 50 of them at a time issued to you, but you can only save and go on 10 at a time. So this is one of my 10 saved quests that I can use to like go out and.
Man, this is very confusing. I that's something I guess I will have to. How? What do you mean? Like how? Saving quests?
Right. So you know how like in Monster Hunter. Like in 3U, there's always the exact same quests all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
Yeah.
This is Monster Hunter the roguelike.
Oh, nice!
Was really
Shepherd!
what this
the game
turns
made
out
for
to
you.
be.
Quite to that level, but it is
Okay.
as close to it as we'll get in Monster Hunter. It's not like you enter in the zone and have a complete mystery as to what you're going to be fighting.
Right.
You don't know what weapon you're going to be using. You're just like, oh.
Right.
You pick up your armor.
They need to do that. They need to make
But-
something like that.
So each of these guild quests, it's assigned a monster, and then it's given like equipment types that's associated with the quest as well. So if you beat the quest, you get your rewards, and in those rewards will sometimes be random equipment. So it might be like, I think this one is, I want to say insect staves and charge axes and charge blades. And so those will have a specific skin, but randomized stats. And so, you know, you could end up with a really awesome weapon with a skin that make, you know, so you might have an insect staff that is Rathalos insect staff, but it has water element instead of fire.
What? This is crazy.
Right. And so
So
it's an
call me
interesting like randomization element to Monster Hunter that wasn't
And
there
you
before.
can wait a minute. You can use it in other quests as well, like not
Yep.
only for the guild quest.
Yep.
That's weird.
I have a great
Super
sword that
weird.
has as much raw as the Diablo's great sword, but it also has it has 3 slots that are filled in with gems that I cannot remove, and it has 5 points in Edgemaster on the great sword itself.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yep.
And you can get even better ones.
Right.
That's the ridiculous part.
Well, it's randomized, right?
Yep.
Do you guys think there are rules to the way this is randomized?
So each so like the points that are in his weapon are specific to that weapon, and I think 1 or 2 other weapon types. And then you know, of course, like the damage the damage thresholds and whatnot will be
Sleeping.
depending on stuff.
Slipping.
No sleep.
No.
No bomb.
No sleep.
I wasn't gonna bomb. I was just gonna slam it.
Sleep makes him
Come
too
on
easy.
and slam, and welcome to the jam.
I
So-
hope he one-shots you with that jump attack.
Right, yeah. I actually wanted him to like leap at me so people can just see how much this actually is. Like,
This is a pretty hardcore genre. It doesn't
Right.
look like hardcore, but I think it's
no, see, Shepard just carded to a Gendrome.
Shepherd.
Or Velocidrome.
It's 2 hits.
Yep.
It's fast.
It's fast and he hits
Yeah,
hard.
that's a fast bastard.
Wait, so Shepard, that's also
baggy or
that's an executed
Velocidrome,
weapon.
Shepard? Which one?
It's basically it basically was a baggie in my nightmares.
Except it didn't sleep me. Like that was like a third of my health, and that was like a chicken scratch from him. It's like, here's this little, and then, yeah.
I put a normal Velociprey to sleep.
Ow.
And sleep vomit.
Ow. And so, here's the lowest tier of monsters you will fight, and
Yeah.
like,
Well, okay, but you leveled it up through
right,
this quest,
but
right?
but at the same time, we leveled this quest up, but we're in mostly maxed armors,
Yeah.
not completely,
Pretty close to max.
and he's still like, doing considerable amounts of damage. So
That's pretty
Diffi-
hardcore, yeah.
difficulty is there at the end. If what you want in Monster Hunter is difficulty, you will find it in 4G at the end of your life.
You will
there
need
is
all of the stuff.
So there's lots of potential for to if you have like masochistic
Oh, yeah.
tendencies. This is the game for you.
You just need Extreme Devil Joe mixed with another horrible monster that goes extreme, and
Oh well, Melf had a quest that was Extreme Devil Joe, Extreme Rajang.
yeah. I mean,
Wow, that sounds daunting.
We can't
So,
wait to play with you, Christian.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this, but I'm not sure about the Japanese version.
Soon.
I'd rather wait for the
No,
US.
even I mean,
Yeah, at
the
this
extreme
point.
quests will still be there
Yep.
in the US version.
I know.
Uh-oh.
I actually like Gendron very much.
See,
I'm glad that he's back.
I'll just send Christian my spare Japanese 3DS and be like, now you must play.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna save it as like a wine, like a
Sleeping again.
Oh,
No.
He's
I'm
bad
gonna hit it
slipping.
anyway. Whoops.
Oh no!
Well, Cthulhu was gonna hit it
You
either
woke
way,
it up.
so it
Now
didn't
he's really
matter.
angry.
And
Guys,
look,
there's something
look,
landing in the background.
look, it's our friend.
Oh, hey.
You know what?
Did you know he was going to be here?
It's a random monster appeared.
This one usually gets some crazy monsters.
There we go.
Oh, man,
We've
no.
had Black-
Gotta make him
Uh,
angry.
We've had
No!
Brute Tigrex show up.
But he is a big
it's-
one too. Wow.
Is it a Katku?
Oh, no.
Garuga.
Is it a Katku or the other one?
That's Ian
It's a
Garuga.
Garuga.
Oh no!
And it's 1 ear, isn't it 1 ear?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
one ear?
technically one ear. All of the Ian Garugas are 1 ear.
Oh, they are, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen people say 1 ear Garuga, so I'm like,
Blasted the Velociraptor.
I'm thinking like, oh, is there a 2 ear Garuga?
Man, but
He's
it's so
running
exciting
away,
to have.
thank God.
It's so
well.
exciting enough to have those Freedom Unite monsters back here. That's like a blast from the past.
Yep.
Yep. I have a quest that's not.
Wait, what?
Well, it's in like the 120s, I think, that has a Garuga and a Plum Hermitaur.
No, he did not go this way. He went the other way.
By the way, I
saw
want
him
to
later.
ask, how does the free hunting work?
So the free hunting, as you're doing your offline quests, you are granted access to the unknown sea of trees.
That's the area we're in now.
Right. It's
By the by.
yeah, this area, like what you're seeing on the map, is the unknown sea of trees. And the way it works offline, when you have guild quests, it's a very static map by each quest. When you're doing your free hunts, it's a randomized map each time you go. But before you go, you will see at least the initial monsters on the map. And so you'll look at your thing, and they'll have a low rank version, a high rank version, a G rank version, and you might see, Velocidrome in your low rank woods, but you might see like Tigrex in your high rank woods, and you might see Gormagala in your G rank woods, and so you can kind of pick which one you're going to go after. And then the map
It's
is
kinda like
randomized.
the night and day and
Yeah,
night and day stuff.
and so it's a lot of fun. Like the maps change up each time, so one time you might be fighting Gormagala in a wide open space, but the next time it might be a really small arena, and it becomes a lot
See what after
very
me.
interesting.
So, but is it like so it's always the same area, right?
No. So you'll go through. So when you go to your unknown sea of trees, the first thing you only know is like you have what monster might be there to start out with.
Oh, here we go.
Now he's going infected. And then
What? Oh no!
Yep.
He's getting infected with a sickness, with Ebola.
he's getting the dragon sickness.
Oh no! He's Ebola. Ebola
He's getting down with the sickness.
Now
guys.
he will one shot me with specific attacks.
Oh wow!
So I have to be a little bit more careful.
So you guys can kill him or do something else with him, right?
So we can use specific stones you get unlocked through the storyline to get rid of it, but it's more fun not to. And watch him eat people.
Yes, it's very fun. One shot kill, very fun.
So when you're doing the Unknown Sea of Trees, it basically pulls like a chain of rooms together to form a series, to form like a aligned map. So like if I zoom out on my map, you won't actually see it here. Never mind. But it's the big map for the Unknown Sea of Trees is basically like a bunch of dots connected by lines and a chain to the end.
Okay,
but,
so it's like a hallway. So
right, but each of the areas is randomly pulled from a pool of maps.
Mm-hmm.
And so
we have trouble.
So it is randomly generated,
right.
like roguelike.
Yeah, it's just there's not permadeath, there's not things like that.
Man, that would be great. Monster Hunter with permadeath.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would be so over
There's people
it.
that play it that way.
Yep.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you do that? Make some hardcore characters.
Yeah, we'll make some hardcore characters. An entire like Monster Hunter hardcore.
He's leaving.
Oh, we get so lucky every time.
I know. He just comes in, the other one leaves.
But yeah, I mean, as you can see, like we've had more problems with this Velocidrome than the other quests.
This just huge Yangaruga seems like he's crushing a party, but he's not really the problem.
Right, we're just like we're just not going to deal with the Yangaruga. Like he's no fun.
You're just snobbing him. He
Oh,
must be like, hi guys, I want to play too. And it's like, go away, you Yangaruga. Nobody likes you.
One thing some people might notice is that I am occasionally healing after an attack. Ouch. And that's part of a system called Extreme Forging that you get at the end of end of progression of G rank. And that's why you're seeing it on that. I won't go into detail on it right now, but people will notice it and wonder what's going on. And for now, it's just something that it comes from something at the end. We'll cover it in a later podcast.
I just wanted to say that people, I think, are down with the hardcore podcast series, so I'm just dropping this.
Be a lot of Hunter Rank 1 offerings.
Well, see, this is how I would do the series. You do it as group hunts, and you don't have to actually delete the characters and start again until you have a triple cart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, that's a cop out. Come on, guys, that's a cop out. That's a cop out. I'm saying it. It'd be nice if there's at some point like one person left who is like G rank gear and the other was like starting gear.
Man, if I was doing that and I was part of that group, like as soon as I came in with like the new character, I'd immediately get the other person killed. I'd be sitting there with pellet the entire time, being like, "Guess what? You're gonna join us."
Level 1 bone gun.
Yep.
You guys stay in the camp. I'm gonna try to kill this monster to get to the.
He's limping.
Limping! Oh my gosh, he's limping!
No, I think
he was trying to escape before, but we were able to knock him out from his escape.
Yeah. Does he go that way?
He's over with me right now.
Yeah, he sleeps there. Sleeps back.
Shepard, I like your outfit there. It's stylish.
Thank you. It's Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah.
But dressed like a Japanese schoolboy.
With a cool hat.
Yeah. And this is an excavated weapon, so this is one of those random weapons we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You can see it's a Rathalos lance, but it's using water element.
So that's what we talked about. Yeah, that's really
so the
sweet.
styling is Rathalos, but
man, this game has so much richness to it. It's amazing. Like they keep coming with all those ideas.
So it's one of those things where we've seen a lot of like the various armor sets and weapons and whatnot in the game, but apparently somebody has looked at the data and found over 800 armor sets in 4G.
But does it include the randomly generated? No, right?
So that would basically include the skins, but not like so. Each of these various skins would be a set.
Just the skins.
Just the skin. There are a lot of armor sets in this game. People who want to look like a specific way will be able to look any way they want.
As a game developer, like that's a lot of assets to produce. Wow.
Oh, he's sleeping. Well,
slipping.
Why have we screwed that up every single time?
Seriously. The video was gonna end.
Woo! Oh my gosh! So now he levels up next time you fight him.
No, he's at his max right now. 140 is as high as they go. But I mean, that is a very frightening Velocidrome for being a Velocidrome.
So when you carve him, do you get the weapons from him from carving him? Or
so you'll get the weapons from rewards in the quest. You will get them from tiers if you pick them up. Will sometimes be them, and then when you do mining on the maps, you'll be able to pick them up too.
Man, that seems like pretty hardcore way to play this game.
Yeah. Like, I've thought about doing a character that only wore stuff from, like, the excavation stuff. But they don't, like, the skills on the stuff are very... They have unique skills that are only applied as on armor to them via the slots. And so it's really hard to do it through that. But it'll be interesting to see if I can pull it off. Yep. Oh right,
man. I'm looking at this. I'm getting like all like my old Monster Hunter reflexes are getting back. It's like I'm tempted to.
Your fangs are coming back out.
Yeah, man.
It's good.
need to get back on this horse.
Let the juices flow.
That's a really crappy bow. Jeez.
Yeah, I got some crappy stuff.
I got a bow with minus 25% affinity and like 276 raw.
288 raw. No element, no bonus, one slot. Like, okay, you're going in the trash.
I think this one, the thing is, I think the highest rarity stuff you can get is like rare 8.
Right, it's a low tier, low difficulty monster, so the rewards aren't as good.
Yeah.
You can have, what is it? It's like 40 armor sets in this game now. It's a lot.
Yeah, you can have one for every element.
Yep.
Nearly every weapon.
Well, I think we're at about an hour.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
We're
We're
good, right?
to go. Good to break it down.
There's still one question. I have a question. In Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, is Ukanos harder than Aknaktor?
A contour.
Yes.
A Cantor.
Yes, he is. I mean, although I think there were some event quests for G-Rank Cantor that might have made him harder. But he was typically the progression to get into G-Rank. And then Ukanlos was like basically the last guy that you would fight through the normal storyline outside of like things that required clearing the entire game. So Ukanlos was generally regarded as being more. Well, yeah, generally a little bit more difficult. Just had more life, but I would say Cantor probably had the more dangerous moveset.
So before we go out here, so I don't know what. I think a lot of people are asking, why haven't we podcasted for such a long time? Where's the next podcast show? What is going on with Monster Hunter Podcast right now, guys?
I think the easiest way to sum it up is everyone currently is kind of busy. And with only Shepard and I of the official crew having 4G, it's hard to get everyone together and have a lot to talk about. Hopefully we will be getting more in. I want to do at least 2 or 3 more in 4G before 4U comes out at minimum to talk about some of the other systems that we didn't get to go into today and cover some of the other new monsters. Probably won't spoil a lot of the, final dragons as you see before 4U comes out. But there are a lot of things that are fun to show off and would be good to have.
Yeah. At the very least, we could play through all the Unite guys.
Right, yep.
Easily last another 6 to 7.
Yeah, we've got a lot of the old Unite content monsters to go through, so that will be a lot of fun.
Extreme versions of those Unite ones.
Yeah, some of them can go extreme, some of them can't, but there's some difficulty there. But it's it's easier when it's in English and all of us are playing together and can generate a little bit better and whatnot. So hopefully there will be more. If not, always subscribe to the Twitch channel. I'm streaming.
That's That's what I wanted to say, because Cthulhu, you've been streaming a lot, and I'm really excited about all the content you produce there. And I always feel bad when people getting in the YouTube channel and they're posting on the Netrunner videos like, "Where's the next Monster Podcast show?" And I'm like, guys, Cthulhu is streaming right now.
Right. I'm like,
well, there's a notification on the stream, on the YouTube when we are streaming.
Right. Yep. And so, and a lot of it is like people come in and they're excited to see I'm streaming, but they're always like, "Where's Christian? Where's Nick? Where's Shepard? Where's Axel?" I'm like,
you'll just have to send random calls to them.
Right. Like occasionally I might just have to be like hitting that button, like, "Who's there? Come on, answer somebody."
Yeah. No, but for me, it's difficult to keep up. It's kind of like a dry spell right now because I don't want to get like a Japanese 3DS. Mm-hmm. Because the last time I got like a PSP for what was it,
portable third,
yeah, that really went south for various reasons.
Yep.
So I really want to just wait for this game to come out in the West. So that's why for me it's kind of like I'm going through like a Monster Hunter dry spell right now. But with Shepard we're working on a program right now that we might release in an interim. We've kind of.
I think we're up to 5-6 episodes now.
We had a couple of episodes, and still kind of like we don't want to spill our beans right now because it's still kind of like a side project there. But there might be some more coming down the pipe.
That sounds amazeballs.
It would be great. It would be great. And of course, Shepard and me, we both got into our board game groove right now. That's kind of weird, Shepard, right?
It's not weird. It's natural.
It's
feels
natural.
Good.
It's natural.
I part of me regrets getting Shepard into board games.
You've changed our whole
like
that.
like Shepard became a new man after Monster House and the introduction of board games.
He became a new man after entering that hot tub with the
with Cthulhu. the Cthulhu Shepard hot tub bath changed him forever.
He sniffed the cardboard and now he's like hooked on it.
What was that game? Splendor? I wrecked face the first time I played Splendor. And there's some game with rats and plagues. I wrecked face in that too.
Ooh, man, that sounds amazing. So yeah, so that's why maybe we're gonna actually release some more board game content because obviously I'm playing a lot of Netrunner. But maybe some together with an entire crew, something like this.
Yeah,
something like
Arkham Horror would be amazing. I still think BSG would be amazing.
BSG?
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh man, that would be the best. But I don't know if that translates very well into Skype.
Yeah, I've watched some streams I've watched some videos of some people that have done it, and it seems to work pretty well. But yeah, it's not as different as it's not as the same as face to face, but it still could be pretty interesting.
So guys, to our listeners, if you want to see us play together some specific board games that you want to see us play, post it in comments right now. And of course, if you want to see some specific Monster Hunter content, some special weapons you want to check out, or specific monsters, post them in comments so we know exactly what you guys are looking for coming up.
Yep.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Sweet. So how about we wrap this up, guys? Because I think you guys did a very excellent job. No actually full cards this time around, and some
just me and Cthulhu, each dying once. Just adding that little special flavor of scrub. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah. We can't be like you can't have like perfect. We kind of people are tuning in to see us a little bit fail. I mean, come on.
The few episodes we've had no carts on, people always complain that there was no carts. So at least we made sure that they had their dose of cartage in this episode.
Yeah,
both the people recording cartage. That's all they need.
Cartage has happened and will happen in the future. That's why you are tuning in. That's it. You know it's true.
Yep.
Admit to yourself. Touch your inner self. All right, so we will be back. I don't know when we are going to be back next time around. When the planets align and the moon will shine bloody moonlight on your face. We will be back and you will be happy. We wish you good luck. Good hunt, and remember, your butt is not a bottle opener.
I think that's a fire department visit if you try.
I learned it the hard way, guys. I learned it the hard way.
I mean, In the history of man, there must be at least one successful bottle open attempt with a butt.
Yeah.
I mean, there might have been 10,000 failures, but there had to be at least one success.
The only problem is once you open that bottle, you don't want to actually drink from that bottle anymore.